This is the common misconception of the average law enforcement officer.
What? Put your hands in the air. And wave them like you just don't care.
Police officers play a much more integral part in the Hamilton County area than many are aware of. After being given the opportunity by Sheriff Bowen, we were given the chance to see what the protectors of our county really do for us.
My name is Mark Bowen, M-A-R-K, B-O-W-E-N, and I'm the Hamilton County Sheriff. Sometimes folks have a hard time relating to police officers because of fear, perception issues, and things of that nature. But again, I think people need to understand that police officers are people too. They have emotions and feelings. A lot of times they deal with things in the community that the ordinary public doesn't see and doesn't understand. And so sometimes they have challenges out there in dealing with situations or with folks and things of that nature because of some of the experiences that they've had. So sometimes they can be hardened, if you will, and lose sight of the fact that most people in our community are good people, but unfortunately in dealing with the negative side of things so often it causes them to have negative attitudes as well.
Mike Janes, Janes. I'm a lieutenant with the Fishers Police Department. Right now we've certainly faced a lot of scrutiny due to things that are in the media as far as excessive force claims, as far as claims of officers not treating people properly. But it boils down to, we're professionals, but we also understand that there's risks involved with our job. We never know who it is that we're going to be dealing with. When we stop a car, you think, oh, he's stopping me just for speeding or stopping me just because I ran a stop sign. But your car may match the description of a vehicle that we're looking for that was involved in thefts from vehicles, and we know that a gun was taken out of a car. So now we're dealing with a potentially armed suspect. So we may not always be friendly with a smile on our face because we're trying to keep our guard up to keep ourselves safe.
Well, I think that there's sometimes there's a disconnect between the local community and the law enforcement community. Police officers are ordinary citizens just like everybody else. We're not above the law. We're certainly here to help enforce those laws and protect the citizens in our community. I think a lot of times people think that the law enforcement officer is out to get people or to pick on folks, but quite honestly our main focus and priority as a whole is to protect the safety and security of the citizens in our community. And like any profession, there are folks that tarnish that image, and certainly we do our best job to try to police ourselves and to stay on top of those issues and making sure that our officers are treating folks with dignity and respect and doing the job that they're sworn to do.
I don't know that we're necessarily unrelatable. It's going to boil down to the situation that we're in. Again, we keep our guard up most of the time because we are in trainings. We're constantly seeing videos of officers getting hurt or injured in what appears to be an innocuous situation, something that someone else might look at it and think, well, there's nothing that's going to happen here, but we have to be prepared for the unexpected. And because of that, we can't always be nice, and we can't always have a smile on our face and laugh with people. We have seen officers that are injured from anywhere from a 12 or 13-year-old child to an 80-year-old man that pulls out a weapon and shoots an officer on a traffic stop. So there's no set type of person that we're looking for. There's nobody that is a distinguishable criminal any more than the next person. A soccer mom could just as easily pull a gun out and shoot a police officer as a grandparent, as a person wearing a dark-colored hoodie sweatshirt. So there's nothing that we have to look at and say, oh, that person's a bad person. We have to keep our guard up at all times.
From this, we hope your perspective of the role of a police officer in Hamilton County has changed significantly. We hope that your misconception that officers just sit around and eat donuts or drink coffee while ticketing teenagers or speeding has changed to a more positive fact that police officers actually are very active in keeping crime in our county down and have a lot more responsibility than what meets the eye.